Hello everyone, and welcome back to Banishers Ghost of New Eden. So we're continuing where we left off in the last video, which is making our way back to the New Eden settlement through the forest. We still have a long ways off because it looks like we're on the other side of the bay. So there's a lot of places that we can explore between here and New Eden. So let's take our time and see what we can find.
Bad news. The bridge is out.
And we'll find another road to New Eden.
Strange. I see stains, but not the usual kind. There's a pattern to them. Don't you see it? It calls to me.
And up and down we go.
Those stains. I could have grasped at them had I been stronger. It's hard to think clearly. The hunger is back and it's growing fast.
Already? Right, let's find something to sustain you.
I really like the combat for this game. Like, in Taya and Red, their skill tree is not separated, it's the same skill tree. So some of the moves on the skill tree will reference Antea, and then others go for both Red and Antea together. Like, there's one that will give you a bonus if you basically use that skill, which is like a forward roll, and then switching to Enteo will turn it into a leap in which she can use to essentially attack enemies. And I think I might go for that next time that we have enough points for a skill tree when we can level up. But yeah, I really do like that we have that sort of like option to do that while in fight. I'm interested to see what's in that barrel, but I don't have the requisite skill or weapon to knock it down from the tree. So we'll just have to come back for it later.
There's someone inside. Someone tainted.
Ben, you're back. Beg pardon? Thought you was someone else. You hungry, friend? The stew is thin enough, but I'd be glad to share.
Kind of you to offer, lad. But no, thank you.
Been a while since I seen another human's face. You come from camp? You a hunter?
Of sorts. Red McCraith. I'm a banisher.
Like in the stories. Jacob Lind. I'm a trapper. That's a real job.
What are you doing here? Had you nowhere safer?
The woods are kind to them as knows 'em. We hunt here. When we get pelts and meat, we trade in New Eden. But game's been scarce. We've naught to trade, so we wait. When even the wolves are starving, you know it's going to be a bad winter.
How long have you been out here alone?
Dunno. I lose track. And I'm not alone. God is with me in the scriptures. Would you like me to read to you?
Another time, perhaps. You're exhausted. Unsurprising given how tainted are these woods. Are you sleeping?
I don't like sleeping. I see things. Bright eyes in the leaves. What does tainted mean?
Marked by ghosts. Haunted. Tell me of your nightmares.
One nightmare. Always the same one. Ben has it too.
Would you care to share them?
No! No! 'Tis a nightmare. Nothing more.
Who's Ben? Another trapper?
Aye, the best of 'em. Taught me all I know. He's out now, but he'll be back.
Where has he gone? The bridge is down.
As down can be. Can't cross. Bad things lurk in the shadows. They scent flesh. Game's low. Game's low and Ben's gone. He'll find game, he will. I know it.
What lurks in the shadows? Is that what keeps you here?
That and the fog. Can't hunt if you can't see. Ben shoots better than me. Knows the woods better too. I'd only slow him. Only slow him.
Where did you meet Ben?
We found each other. Brothers in spirit, he said. He's been good to me. Too good. Why?
He's important to you.
I? And me to him?
He's lost his nerve, or a ghost has taken it from him.
Get some rest, Jacob. You need it.
If you see Ben, tell him I'm thinking of him. Tall lad, even when he's lying down. Can't miss him.
Poor child. He's shrouded in spectral stains.
Your meat's turning, friend.
Food is scarce. We make do.
He's not fussy. His meat is crawling.
Do you sleep here, Jacob?
Ben sleeps here. I don't sleep.
Whatever haunts the boy spawns maggots. We should talk to this Ben fellow.
Oh, there to you, Jacob.
Mr. McCraith, sir?
Farewell to you, Mr. Lind.
Farewell, Mr. Mc...
Are these Ben's things?
Most of them. Not the rope. You can have it if you want.
Kind of you. Thank you. Ben went out without a gun.
We're trappers, not hunters. We had the gun for safety, but it got damp. Done work.
He's so confused. I doubt he knows what year it is. What happened to him?
Maybe he was always alone. Maybe Ben is made up.
Quick mist. Spun by a ghost after a violent death.
Banishers rule number 8. Don't get lost in quick mist, lest the spectres get you.
Wise, but I see no other way. Either Ben was lost in the mist, or he's the source of it. You might be able to drop down from here.
Before we go anywhere else, I want to go and explore this small little cave that we had passed by on our way over here. Red and Antea kind of made a little bit of a comment about something that might be there. Either it's a chest or it's something that might be helpful to the investigation. So before we go anywhere else, let's take a look at it and see what we can find.
Away with you!
now that we've explored this mini cave, let's head back to the area we were in before, and hopefully we can find something that can help us in our investigation into the haunting.
I do love a drop into the deep unknown. Can't see further than the end of my arm down there.
Don't worry, it'll affect your other senses too.
Oh, this quick mist is thicker than a Scotch dragoon. Wait, that's better. And a little terrifying. Who's that?
Yeah, I could show you the way. Just saying.
So something's here, but the entryway is blocked by the waterfall, and there might be some entryways along here, but okay, so it's telling us that those are locked. So we'll have to come back after we get rid of the mist that's covering the area.
I feel a draft.
From the invisible.
Just a little bit of a reminder, I'm going to try to go as slow as I can for any books, journal entries, diaries, letters, basically anything that we pick up that we have to read. I'm going to try to go as slow as I can, but if you need to pause it, go ahead and do so. Everything that we pick up really kind of gives a context to the things that we have come across and just in general lore for the world. So I think that they're really interesting. So yeah, go ahead and pause it and take a look.
Do you see that? It looks like the fog is coming from those odd-looking stalagmites. Hold on. I think I can rid us of the quick mist.
How?
Well, I'm partly made of the same stuff. I'm right here. I can help. I'm sorry. I didn't know that would happen.
Got away with it. Let's find what caused it.
You mean, let's find out who died?
Traces of a struggle.
An echo hangs on it.
A scale fogach smile.
I can't do it no more.
On your feet, Lind. We don't give up.
I've had enough. There's no way up. There's no way down. For days we've eaten nothing but boiled shoe leather. I'm done.
We don't give up.
Leave me be.
God be damned, I'm sick of carrying you!
What are you doing? Don't hurt me!
I hate you.
I hate you!
Ben died in the fall.
And now his maggoty ghost is back to haunt the friend who pushed him.
Is Jacob delusional? Did he really forget what he did?
Maybe his guilt got the better of his reason. We need to find the body, if the wolves haven't gotten there first.
Something's concealed.
Before we go back into the lower areas, let's explore a little bit. There was this place right here that we couldn't get into when the still mist was around, but now that we've dispelled it, let's take a look inside. It looks like it's
Picking up
another
something
mini
spectral nearby.
cave. Up here is also another place that I wanted to try to explore. It looks like there's some resources here, but if we come over to this end, we get a good look at the valley, but we also get to see this white lamp that's over there on the rocks. And I'm really interested in trying to figure out what those things are, because there was another one that I saw over by the coast when we were making our way to the cave, and it was on a rocky outcrop in the water. And I'm wondering if we have like a weapon or anything that would be able to hit it, if it'll give us like materials, or if it's just set dressing. So I'm kind of interested in trying to see what it does if we can reach it, or at least get close to one.
Did you feel that?
It's close.
Oh, shite on a short stick. Bloody hell. Lad's been torn to pieces. No, wait. He's been carved with a knife. For his meat.
Still no tap. At Jacob's hovel, perhaps?
I feel a draft. Jacob was eating meat.
Jacob was eating Ben.
Poor, desperate, starving boys.
Sometimes you must do what it takes to survive.
Is it just me, or?
I felt it too.
Away with you!
First, I'm really glad that we didn't have any of that soup. But secondly, I feel bad for Ben and Jacob because this is an unusual circumstance. The haunting that's going on in New Eden is so strong that it's affecting surrounding areas and the weather.
This is getting serious.
Look to me.
More fun.
Spectre heading for that corpse. Look to me. Let's look for our tie while Jacob's outside.
Poor lad.
His food is the meat of the matter.
And tell you, that's horrible. Never heard a worse pun. I like it. Yes, still disgusting. I think I found our tie. How did I not notice it before?
There were so many spectral stains, it's a wonder we found it at all. Come on, let's talk to Ben.
I should order the ghost to appear now.
You're not Jacob. Who's you?
My name is Red McCraith.
A Scot. You?
Antea Duarte. We're Banishers. We can help you.
I'm beyond help. Where's Jacob?
You tried many times to leave this place.
I tried and failed. Week on week, month on month, maybe. We went in circles. The woods are tricky, sir. Treacherous. Mean. Round and round we went. Round and back again.
Jacob said you both had nightmares. The same nightmare.
Aye. And yet we got no sleep. Couldn't tell truth from fantasy. The shadows seemed to flicker at the corners of our eyes.
How long have you and Jacob been out here in the woods?
Some winters now, but this one, it never ends. No way out, no way in. We were alone, not an animal in sight. I don't know when things changed. We got stuck. These godforsaken woods.
We know what befell you, Benedict. What keeps you here?
He does. He waits and waits and waits on me. He'll not face what he has done, and I cannot go. I cannot go. But I'll not hate him. How could I?
We thought him lost, in mind and reason.
Who'd not lose their mind? Stuck in place for weeks on end, deprived of a living, deprived of a life. Though I denied it, I saw it coming. I became wary. Some part of me knew what he was thinking, 'cause I was thinking it too.
What do you want from Jacob? Do you seek revenge?
I seek no vengeance. He is I, and I am him.
What does he need that he may let go?
He needs to face the truth, to accept what he has done to both of us. At night, he'd read scripture. God would mind us if we were good and honest. Jacob taught me that. We were good. We lived honest lives. We kept to ourselves, minded our business and no one else's. So tell me, Banisher, what did we do to deserve this?
This was not God's doing. Another powerful entity is at work here.
New Eden is cursed.
Then God has forsaken us, and we are doomed.
Thank you, Benedict. Perhaps we'll talk again.
Perhaps we shall, Banisher. Perhaps we shall.
Now that we've spoken with Ben, we need to speak with
Jacob must
Jacob
come
again
first.
and get him to understand the truth, because it
I fear
seems
the truth
that
will break
the
him.
hunger, isolation, and the fact that he's seeing Ben makes him think that, hey, everything is normal, and he's essentially still in a delusional state. But he needs to know that Ben is dead and that he killed him. And as such, his guilt is what's keeping Ben tied to this plane. And hopefully we can help them by
You're back.
confronting him in as nice a way as possible.
Thank you, Benedict.
And that's what I'm going to say. It's the
Perhaps we'll talk
nicest
again.
way that we can confront him,
Perhaps we
because we
shall,
don't know
Banisher.
how the dialogue
Perhaps we
choices
shall.
will play out when we go into a confrontation. When we're talking to somebody, we're basically like reading questions out to them. But when we're confronting someone, that's a whole different, that's
Who
a whole
led you,
different thing.
Jacob?
Mr. McCraith, sir?
You were struggling, yourself and Ben. Why'd you not leave?
Leave? No, can't leave. This here is home. We trap here, we eat here, we tan pelt to leather here. Our lives are here. Can't leave.
Did you not try the river? The fog had to lift sometime, and if you stay, you'll starve.
We have enough. Thanks to Ben.
Ben wanted to leave. You argued. Remember?
Ben's out and about right now. We don't argue, you know. One time, a storm caught us napping. Sidelong hailstones and everything. We was lost. But we found our way. Even then, Ben never said a word in anger, even though I slowed him down.
Has he lost his mind? Or is he tricking with us? I can't tell.
I'm sorry, Jacob, we must talk. Something has happened to Benedict.
What? Where is he? What happened?
Come on now, Jacob.
If something's happened to Ben, say so. Where is he?
Benedict is in pain. For his sake, you need to remember what happened. You need to remember what you did.
But no. I would never. I couldn't hurt him. I love him.
Jacob, look at me. It's safe to remember. Now tell me, what happened on that cliff top?
I was tired. So tired. Hunger was digging holes in me, burning in my throat. I could think of nothing else. We don't give up. We don't give in. But I wanted to. I wanted it all to stop.
So you made it stop. Do you remember now?
I failed him. I failed Benedict. I was so angry, so angry. He kept pushing me. We argued, and I couldn't think. When I saw him lying there on the ground, lifeless, the whispers said, it was him or me, him or me. I would have died. I should have died. For my sins, I deserve no better. I failed God. I failed my friend. I'm a monster. I deserve no mercy.
No. You're just a sinner, begging for help. We both faced a choice, simple and awful, to kill or to die. You struck first, and here we are.
Do you forgive me?
Our fates are in the hands of others now.
Yes. Banisher, do your job.
If you're to come back, if we're to use the ritual we spoke of, this is when it starts.
Red, if we take one step along that path,
Jacob is ready to die.
the others won't be. We'll tell lies. We'll harvest the essence of the living.
I'll shoulder the blame. As the man says, we face a choice, simple and awful. Do we kill to be together again?
Or do we part forever?
We must decide now.
This is where we make our decision about whether or not we should take somebody's soul and give it to Antea so that she can survive, or allow her to fade away into the afterlife. For all intents and purposes, for this run, I'm going to take his soul.
Jacob Lind, you believe you merit no mercy, but your suffering must have an ending. You murdered your friend, the man you called your brother. You fed on him. Then you denied your part in his ending and bound his spirit to this realm. You can never right this wrong. But the truth and your death will ease his suffering. There can be no half measures here.
And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? Benedict, my friend, forgive me. I took the life of a man I loved and ate his flesh. This I deserve.
It's done. You may feed on his essence. I think I need a moment.
You can rest inside. No more maggots. Ben is gone for good.
Poor lad.
His food is the meat of the matter.
Antea, that's horrible. Never heard a worse pun. I like it.
According to Antea, we have to do that a few more times in order for her to be able to get her body and to live. But if we decide not to do it, if we decide to just banish the rest of like the hauntings that we come across, the rest of the investigations, then Antea at the very end will probably be ascended into the afterlife, and we as Red will no longer be able to see her. So for this playthrough, the one that I'm recording, I'm going to basically take people's essence and I'm going to give them to Antea because I want to see what happens at the end of the game. I know that a lot of the people we come across are not going to be as clear cut as this. It's going to be very complicated. We're going to probably have to lie to a few people in order for this to like happen. But, you know, I want to see what happens if I continue to take people's essences. And I don't know how many it will take for her to live again. So I'll probably have to look that up. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and say my goodbyes now and let the rest of this play through. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you're enjoying this playthrough. And let's see what happens in the next video. So you all have a good rest of your day. Bye.
That man killed and ate his friend.
When I was a soldier, I heard many stories of those besieged eating their own. Some were true.
Famine is a ferocious master. Jacob was hungry.
Just like you.
Just like me.
I never thought I'd blame anyone. I've not killed since I quit the army. I swore I'd never kill again.
It's not too late to change our minds.
I took a life. It's no small matter, even if the man deserved it. Maybe we should reconsider.
When I ascend, we'll be separated. For the rest of your life. Maybe for the rest of eternity. Never again shall we stand side by side. This thing we have, shall cease to be.
Right. That's that settled.
Thank you. I hope you've no regrets. Soon I'll reclaim my life.
We'll pay the highest of prices.
We Banishers may call it blaming, but our hearts will know we're taking lives.
How many?
I don't know. Perhaps too many to ask of you. I want us back, Red. I want revenge on what killed me. I want to live.
I want it too. With the whole of my heart. No price too high. I will do it. Aye, my oath, I swear it, my love. I'll see you back from the dead.